Have you heard about slow food narrative label? In 2011, when the European Union announced the regulation on the provision of food information to consumers, individual member states were allowed to take additional measures to complement the list of mandatory particulars on the label. On that opportunity, in Italy, advancing the idea that quality is first and foremost a narrative, the Slow Food Foundation for Biodiversity proposed the Narrative Label Project, a small revolution in the world of communication of food products. Central to the initiative was the attempt to tell the story behind products that are ecologically sustainable, culturally significant, and of high quality. In 2012, the project was trialed on a sample of about 70 products, entitled by the Slow Food Procedure Designation Program, as quality products at risk of extinction, worth safeguarding. Structurally, a narrative label consists of a part, which appears in all different types of products, with information describing the localities and soil climate properties, which confer products their distinct identity and sensory features. A narrative label also contains various other informations, depending of the food category. A label for vegetables may include variety, cultivation methods, types of treatment, methods of weed control and irrigation. Yet, for processed food, details may be given of the raw materials used and the production chain. Since its implementation, the concept of narrative label has contributed to give slow food quality products a competitive advantage, representing one of the aspects that most distinguishes the movement from other organizations working with food and agriculture. However, narrative labels do not tell the complete story about the value of quality. Their statements are the indispensable minimum. In fact, the Slow Food Foundation encourages producers to use a QR code, linking the labels to their website, where relevant multimedia content becomes accessible to consumers. Our paper is intended to contribute to inclusive and quality lifelong learning for all, as stated in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, represented by the distinctive meaning of quality, proposed by the slow food movement. The goal is to explore the possibility of bringing quality to a new epistemological level of awareness, expanding the pedagogical potential of narrative labels by means of short stories created with the help of a digital do-it-yourself platform that allows the controlled use of artificial intelligence application. The approach is exemplified by a series of 4 episodes, under the title of Storytelling for the Agroecological Transition. Conceptually, all 4 episodes address serious issues dear to slow food, such as narrative label, terroir, regeneration, food biodiversity, and permanent meadows. However, the stories are not strictly factual, as they depict experiences of fictional characters. Structurally, the plots of the episodes use Joseph Campbell's universal 3-acts pattern of the hero's journey as a protocol. In Episode 1, after a recapitulation of the 3 acts, a suggestion is made that the universal metaphor of the hero's journey may be useful to engage farmers in the slow food movement. Let's watch it.
Hi there. Can we review the 3-act structure of the hero's journey to storytelling? I need some inspiration.
Sure. The 3 acts of the hero's journey are a crucial storytelling protocol that has been used for centuries.
Could you please recapitulate what they are and why they're so important?
The first act is the setup, where the hero is introduced and their world is established. The second act is the confrontation, where the hero faces challenges and overcomes obstacles. And the third act is the resolution, where the hero achieves his or her goal and returns home, changed.
But isn't this just a formulaic way of storytelling? Can't good stories be told without following this structure?
While it's true that not all stories follow this structure, it's a powerful tool for creating compelling narratives that resonate with the audience. It's a universal storytelling structure that taps into our deepest desires and fears.
But doesn't following this structure make stories predictable?
Not necessarily. While the structure may be the same, the epistemic perspective and details can lead to a unique and surprising story. It's like a recipe for making cheese. The recipe may be similar, but the terroir and the microbial diversity can create a complexity of flavors that makes each product unique and delicious.
I see your point. But what about stories that don't have a hero? Can this structure still be applied?
Absolutely. Particularly if a character goes on a journey of growth and change. The character can be a group of people, a product, or a dish. Or even the terroir itself. The structure is adaptable to any narrative.
I never thought of it that way. You have just given me an idea for structuring a narrative for engaging our farmers in the slow food movement.
Good. You can use the structure as a protocol for creating stories that leave a lasting impact on producers and co-producers. Not to say as a protocol for changing their mindset. And you can also teach producers to use this structure to create do-it-yourself videos for complementing and enriching their narrative labels. Narrative label is an important strategy adopted by the Slow Food Presidia program. The program sustains qualified productions at risk of extinction and save local varieties. For the slow food movement, only a narrative can restore a product's true value.
Thank you for this inspiring conversation.
Importantly, we conceive of the DIY pedagogy as analogous to that of narrative labels, in the sense that, although guided by storytelling mentors, a DIY video is an expression of those who create it. A stance which is represented in episode 4. Let's watch it.
Hi everyone. Welcome to our storytelling meeting. Let us see how you took the challenge of using the Hero's Journey platform to create a DIY video from our proposed theme. To put it in perspective, here is the theme.
Do you know what's essential for biodiversity? Cheese. But not any cheese. I am talking about those wonderful cheeses that represent permanent meadows.
Let's start.
In a serene mountain village nestled among rolling hills, a community of farmers and herders thrived for generations. They knew the secret to their vibrant livelihood lay in the permanent meadows that blanketed their landscape. These meadows were true sanctuaries of biodiversity and the source of cheeses renowned for their aroma and taste. But a looming threat cast a shadow over these vital meadows. Abandoned by some, attracted by industrial life, the land was left vulnerable. The community faced the stark reality that their beloved pastures were fading, along with the expertise of those who tended them. Amidst this concern, a young herder rallied her fellow farmers. Invoking the wisdom of their ancestors, she invited them to engage on a journey to save not just the meadows, but their own way of living, and the precious biodiversity they held.
Determined and united, the community embarked, with support from the Presidia project, on a journey to stabilize and protect the threatened meadows. They learned the delicate balance of managing the pastures without disrupting the natural harmony. No plows, no sow, no synthetic chemicals. Just the careful touch of experienced hands. As they worked, they witnessed the astonishing transformation. The resilient meadows revived its beauty, bursting with vibrant flora and teeming with diverse wildlife. Animals grazing freely, nurturing the land in return. Bees flying all around. And from these pastures, tastier and healthier cheeses emerged, rich in beneficial substances.
Buoyed by their success, the community understood the enormous difference in taste and nutritional quality between their cheeses and conventional counterparts. Fueled by their belief in the right to quality for all, in addition to narrative labels, they crafted a digital story, a testament to their journey and a call to action. Their rallying cry reached institutions far and wide. Their story became a breath of hope and inspiration, reminding the world that the care for these landscapes is more than a mere obligation. It is a cherished legacy worth preserving.
Well done. Congratulations.
The advantage of DIY short stories over narrative labels is that they allow the representation of dialogues and debates, in which case thoughts and doubts are exposed, and understandings about quality, construed and shared. It is exactly at the level of representation that the use of a DIY platform with some AI-enabled applications becomes helpful. Yet, by allowing the incorporation of images created by an AI text-to-image generator, a DIY design can be taken to a next level. The idea of bringing quality to a new epistemological level of awareness, by means of AI digital short stories, revolves around creating a post-pandemic learning ecology, a dynamic and engaging educational environment that accommodates diverse learning styles and backgrounds. This is precisely what we understand to be expected of a slow food presidium. So, it is reasonable to assume that, created by the producers themselves, digital short stories can result in a pleasant learning experience for preparing people for action and for integrating new information into existing knowledge structures.